Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. If you are looking for some motivation, some tips, and organizational things to get your meal planning done for an entire month at a time, make sure to stay tuned to today's video. So today's video is not going to be about actual prepping of food. It's going to be the preparation that you need to have success in planning your meals out for a 1 month stint of time. So first off, the first and I mean most obvious, but probably you're watching this video because you want some tips and tricks. So the first thing I would do is I would go to your pantry, your cabinet, your refrigerator, your freezer, and kind of take inventory of what you have. And guys, you do not need fancy equipment to meal plan. You do not need a fancy calendar. You do not need a meal board. You do not need nothing. My go-to things are paper, like legit. So the first thing I do is I get just a sheet of paper. I have this like on my refrigerator on a magnet board, and I go through my refrigerator, my freezer, and my pantry and list out the foods that I have that can be used in meals. So what I'm going to just talk to you guys about is it's really important before you begin your meal prep to kind of talk about with your family what are some meals that are like concrete meals that you have every week. Or that you definitely want in a weekly rotation. So because I'm meal prepping for a month, I decided to sit down with Matt one night after Rory went for bed and kind of list out the few things that we pretty standardly eat. Now, if you guys know us, the top items were pizza, frozen pizza, Dino Bite nuggets. Yes, my husband is, you know, in his upper 30s and still likes Dino Bite nuggets. And then for me is macaroni and cheese. So those are kind of like our 3 staple items that we definitely tend to eat every week. Now, obviously you don't want them every night or necessarily even every week, but you want them in the rotation. And then we talked about some of the other things that we do like to make, but maybe we don't make as often and maybe should add into our list of foods. So something that my list looks like is buns, Matt's frozen meals, Kelsey's frozen meals, waffles, hamburgers, chicken, hot dogs, soup, blocked cheese, shaved ham, bologna, chicken nuggets. You get the idea. I list out everything that I have so that I know what meals I can possibly make from the list of food. This will cut down drastically on the amount of food that you are going to throw away. And that is kind of the big reason why I am doing this video for you guys. Is in 2019, the end of the year, Matt and I always sit down and talk about where we hope to be better in the next year. And what we discovered was we wasted a lot of food from our budgets, and we wanted to try and hone back on that and find ways to maybe not to do that, and then in results spend less money at the grocery store. So we are starting off January really strong. I am happy to say today is the 8th, the 9th, and I have stuck to this food plan right to a T. I have not skipped a day. I have not rescheduled a day. We have not gone out to eat this month yet. Like, we are doing really well. And so I think a lot of that success is from me planning in December how we are going to make this work for us. So once you've gone through your pantry and your area and made your list, you're gonna put that aside. And then you can kind of make a list of meals that you can get from the food list that you have. Or maybe you have 2 items on your list and you just need 1 more, so you put that on your shopping list. And so now you are having two pieces of paper, two lists. One is what you currently have in your pantry, and one is what you need to get at the grocery store. And you're gonna put the grocery store list aside because you wanna try and put as few items on that as possible. Now, I have this big thing of like day of the week meal planning paper stuff. I actually got it at Home Goods for $4.99, and I have had this forever. There's like, I don't know, 7 million lifetimes worth of paper on here. So I just put a couple of magnets on the back with hot glue and stick it to my refrigerator. And this is what I've been using for over a year to plan our meals. And so basically what you will do is you will transfer meals onto here. Basically, I just list out what we're gonna have for the week on here, and as the day goes by, I just cross it off so that it feels successful, like, yeah, I did that. And thinking in the back of my mind, I just saved a few bucks at the grocery store from, you know, not having to buy any of that stuff. And so that's kind of what I have been doing on a weekly basis. But I really wanted to amp it up in January, like I said, to really hone in on saving some money at the grocery store and using up what we already have on hand. So I just took a sheet of paper from my son's little arts and craft cabinet, and all I did was I drew a calendar. Guys, this calendar is pretty ugly. It is not even at all. I think Thursday and Tuesday are the widest days on the calendar, but you do not need anything fancy. You just need something to get it on there. And so what I did is I drew the calendar on there, labeled all the days, and then started filling in things on here. So I started filling in the days of what I was thinking that we would have, kind of change it up a little bit, and then Matt helped me fill in the rest of it. And we actually even came up with a new category called Mystery Night. And yeah, I don't know what this is. So Mystery Night kind of was concluded that it's going to be a combination of whatever I feel like cooking, or using some leftovers and some new ingredients to make something different, or maybe it's you just fend for yourself. I don't know. But we do have that once in the month of January, and I'm interested to see how it goes. All right, guys, so pretty much so this is what my work area looks like when I am meal prepping. And yes, I do try and do it when Rory is napping so that I can just have my own thoughts. So here is the main calendar here that I have that basically is just going to have all of the lists of every night on what we're going to have. And guys, like I said, this does not need to be fancy. I just grabbed this like crappy piece of paper from the cabinet and drew my own calendar that is not even like level or pretty at all. But this is kind of what the whole area looks like when I'm meal planning. So guys, in conclusion, you need nothing fancy to do this on your own. So I am challenging you guys today to go get a piece of paper, put a calendar on it, draw it as badly as you want, as good as you want, print it off your printer, doesn't matter. But go ahead and give this a try. And if you guys give this a try, I would love to hear in the comments below what are your top meal choices, because I am always looking for something new for this house. It gets so stagnant here with the same basic things. So thank you so much for tuning into today's video. I hope that this was helpful for you guys and that you got maybe a new tip to try for yourself. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye guys.